Rarely do I ever get messages like this. So I'm really excited to give this message. Now, the thing about it is, this message is not for everybody. Okay, so you really, really, really gonna have to make sure that this is your message before you get all excited and start doing flips and, really, really waiting on this thing to happen. So, this message is about love. There is communication coming through from somebody who has already marked you as like their husband, their wife, their spouse, their future person. Like, you guys have something that when you come together, it's going to be electric. So I'm going to tell you this dream that I had. And then I'm going to be breaking down the different revelations. Now, remember, this is not for everybody, but the dream is really beautiful. You might not get it at first, but that's why it's important to stick around to make sure you hear the revelations that I got from it so you can see how possibly they could apply to you. So let's get to this dream. So you're out and about at this flower garden when all of a sudden you hear someone call your name. Now, you don't recognize the voice of the person that's calling your name. So you begin to walk and you notice that there's this house. You open it up and you walk into, it seems like a living room, but there are baby stuffed pandas everywhere. The pandas are stacked up all over the different counter spaces, all over the island. There were so many stuffed pandas, and you first thought this must be some type of online store or this is some type of warehouse. You couldn't figure it out, but you knew it had to be some type of distribution going on for it to be so many stuffed pandas. So you found that a little odd. And that's when you turned and looked, and in the kitchen, there was this huge table. The table had twice as many chairs that could fit at this huge table. And when you looked at the end of the table, the head of the table, there was a person sitting there. And they were inviting you to come sit at their table. And as you were looking at the table and looking at the chairs, you saw that there were chairs, but then there were chairs behind those chairs because the chairs couldn't even all fit. There were so many chairs, but it wasn't even enough space to have all of those chairs. So as you're looking at the person in there inviting you to sit down at their table, you notice that they have something in their arms. They have a newborn baby. And you were looking around for another parent, but no other parent was there. So the question was, will you sit down at my table? Panda, 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 panda. Pandas, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there were so many pandas. And so the dream, dreams be weird. So at first it may just be like, well, what exactly is this dream talking about? What exactly is going on? How does this relate to love? Well, I didn't get it at first either. I didn't even know this dream was about love. I just thought it was about pandas. So I'm researching and studying pandas and, really getting to the meat and the core of what's happening here. But then the revelations come in. So it's not just the study, it's not just the understanding of what it means by term and definition and the by the book type of information. Those downloads start coming in. And so that's what I'm going to be breaking down right now. We're going to be getting into the elements of this dream and what they mean and how they could possibly apply to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be choosing your number. And then we're going to be giving you the messages here on YouTube 1 through 3. And then we're taking it over to Patreon, where, of course, we're going to be breaking it down a little bit further. Okay, so I want you guys to choose the number that you feel most drawn to. And of course, listen to all of them because you just might find some golden nuggets of information in each and every single one. Okay, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Y'all go ahead and hit this like on the video and choose your numbers. And I'll see y'all in the messages. If you chose number 1, you got the flower garden. Okay, now let me break this down to you first with the definition, and I'm gonna explain to you what this really, really means for you. Okay, if this is your message. Now, dreaming about flowers signifies that you feel fulfilled and energized in life, especially if the flowers are in full bloom, right? So just like in this dream, it was a lot of flowers and they were in full bloom. You were admiring them and they were very beautiful, okay? They symbolize fertility, prosperity, and it can indicate that you feel like it's the summer of your life where things are really successful and abundant. Okay, now, What I was getting for this is that you are in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. If you want to take the example of Ruth and Boaz, right? Ruth didn't know she was in the right place being observed. She didn't know, right? And this flower garden was representing you're in the right place mentally, maybe physically, emotionally, spiritually, consciously. It's like you've aligned yourself with the beauty that surrounds you, and it's really putting you in the right place vibrationally to attract your match. So you need to know that you don't have to search and find and go through all of those extra means to get what God has for you when it comes to like this spouse or this person. Now, I told you, these ain't generally my messages. I usually don't come across these type of dreams, right? I don't get these type of messages to give. So if this message is for you, then you may have been the type where you've been really like trying and putting it at the forefront of your mind, or you really been like praying and wishing and hoping for that. Or maybe somewhere in the background of your subconscious, this is what's happening. It's just letting you know that you've been taking care of yourself. You've been really honoring your own self-love and, prioritizing your health and all that kind of stuff. And maybe you didn't even know you were standing in the right place. So although this flower garden was at this other person's home, like it was a part of their home, it still represents you at this moment. You are in full bloom. Okay. And now it also represents the person who is observing you, who's watching you, who, wants you to be a part of what they have going on. This is also representing their garden. Like I said, you're attracting your equal, your match, right? Your vibrational match. So just as you have a full bloom garden, so does this person as well. They've been taking care of themselves. They've been watering themselves. They've been nurturing themselves. They've been growing mentally, emotionally, consciously, right? So their garden is in full bloom as well. So this garden is representing both of you guys simultaneously being in the same great mental space, health, you doing what you need to do to accomplish physically in life, your achievements. You have something to show. You ever been to a garden where it wasn't nothing showing yet? Okay, this ain't your garden right now, baby. When people step into your garden, or when you step into this particular person's garden, when you step into each other's garden, you are both going to see the work that y'all both put in. And you're going to recognize the work that the other person put in, because you're going to see, oh, I know what it took to grow those cucumbers, right? I know what it takes to grow tomatoes like that. I know what it takes to plant and to be patient and to water it every day and to make sure it's getting the sunlight every day. I know what it takes to achieve what you've achieved. Therefore, I can appreciate it in you more. Some of y'all, I'm getting that as well. The person will appreciate your flower garden because they know what it takes to have made it like that. Whereas before, you may have had people come try to trample out all your flowers because they didn't really understand the work that it took to make everything grow like that. So with an equal match, you're also going to get an equal level of respect for what you've done and how far you've come and what you've accomplished and what you put into yourself. And instead of someone looking at it like, you be watering your flowers too much, they're going to be like, wow, I like that. And you're going to be like, man, I like that you water and nurture yourself as well. You feel me? So it's just a vibrational match. You're in full bloom. Things are, aligning, and you're going to get that person who can understand what you've put in, and you're going to get what you've sown. It's like basically you're about to reap what you've sown. This flower garden is a perfect example. You're about to reap what you've sown. You sowed seeds, they sowed seeds. Now you got a full bloom garden, and so do they. It is what it is. So if you chose number one, get ready, because you're about to see something real quick. And I think you're going to like it. It's going to be very beautiful, just like a flower garden. So let's go ahead and let's get to the next one. So if you chose number two, I need you to know and understand this, connected with what I said when the video first started, that there's somebody who's already pegged you as they person. Like, that's my person. That's it, right? So you didn't know you was being observed. So like in a dream, when you're in the flower garden, you either nurturing and taking care of yourself, or you're looking at the accomplishments of somebody who did the same thing, put in that same type of work, and you were being observed. Now, of course, this to me is all looking at the whole Ruth and Boaz. And like I said many times in this video thus far, I don't do these type of messages. I'm not one for all the, oh yeah, Ruth and Boaz, and oh, your man is coming. Literally not my thing. But I got to do what I got to do. I got to be obedient, because somebody out there finna get what they been praying for, asking for, hoping for, wishing for. So you're about to get that call. You're about to get that, you're about to be put on notice. See, baby, I don't know if you've been noticing that, I've been noticing that you've been noticing me, and I just want you to notice that I took notice. You know what I'm saying? Somebody finna mack you down. They're calling. Somebody got your number. So it could be, again, it could be physical thing, or it could just be like spiritually, this person is getting into alignment, like, yeah, Lord, I'm ready. You know what I mean? And, some type of way the communication is happening. That's what this is. The communication is happening. Now, the crazy thing about it is you didn't see who called you. But if this is your message, then that means you probably don't know the person, but the person probably knows you. Or maybe you know of the person, heard of the person, seen the person before. It's a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin of a friend type thing. Like, they may know you, but you don't know them. Okay, because I keep getting the observation energy. Somebody has seen you. And the crazy part about it is, for number one, I said that you are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, and you don't even know it. And so this is how the observation takes place, because you've been obedient, you've been aligning and doing what it is that you've been supposed to do. You've been working on yourself. You've been building your own flower garden, and this is how you can even be observed in the first place, right? Working on yourself, right? Ruth was in the field working, and now in this day and age, you take that same vibration, and it's the whole you're working on yourself, okay? Either way, you're working. And you're doing the right thing. And whatever it is that you're doing, whether you realize it or not, it's the thing that's getting you noticed, that they notice in you that you don't even notice them. But they know. And somebody is about to get put on notice. Like I said from jump. So get ready, number 2. Somebody been watching you, and they about to make they move. You dig? So let's go ahead and let's get to the third one. Panda, 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 panda. That's right, number 3. You got panda. Okay, now let me read you this definition. Okay, because remember in the dream, you walked in after being called, and you saw this nice large crib, but it was filled with stuffed pandas, stuffed animals. Right? So listen to this textbook definition of when you dream about pandas, right? It represents safety, calmness, positivity, right? It also represents peace and friendship. So whoever this person is that you coming into alignment with, that you getting ready to step into their world, they are like, they come in peace, right? Even if they're an alien, they come in peace. And that's what they're offering. They're offering friendship. So if some of y'all have been friend zoned, or if you meet somebody and you feel like, man, this person is friend zoning me, it's because they come in peace. They ain't coming in with all that, let's just go ahead and rush on in. It's not that type of thing. Because I know for a lot of y'all may just be ready to rush on in. But what I'm being told to tell you is panda, 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 panda. Peace, safety, security, no pressure. Remember I told what I was like, number 1 is no pressure. You already in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. It's no pressure all over this whole thing. No pressure. That's how you're going to know it's for you. It's peaceful. It's friendly. It's calm. It's safe. This person is safe. Now, please, in big old letters, hear me when I say this message is not for everybody, because hold your brakes, because I said panda, 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 panda. Listen, there's another side to this whole panda dream. So for some of y'all, yes, this is the love, the peace, the safety, the friendship that will develop first, right? But for some of y'all, you need to watch out. Because remember I was telling you about that flower garden and I was telling you somebody was observing you? The other definition of panda or dreaming about pandas is you have a rich and powerful adversary who may be a little jealous and envious. Remember I told you that flower garden? Of that flower garden, of your accomplishments. So they may be calling you, you know the whole saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's what this could represent. So a rich and powerful adversary got their eyeballs on you and your flower garden, and it look a little bit like mine, and I don't know if they like that. Okay? But this message is all about love. So if this is your message, then it is the one about safety and peace. This person's bringing friendship. You may be around this person, could have seen this person a few times. Maybe you are friends with this person. You'll know if it's you. But for most of y'all don't even know this person. Yeah, you've been observed. But the friend thing, that I feel like that's so key for somebody out there right now. Like the friend thing is the way for it to be. This is the way that God is setting it up, okay? And then if it merges into a take flight relationship, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? But at least know that that will be one of your signs, that you and this person, even if y'all, link up and oh my God, this is the one or whatever, the friendship is going to be your dead giveaway because we cool. We just fit. We vibe. You know what I mean? No pressure in this whole entire video. Okay? None. So that's what I give for you. Number 3, congratulations. He's a panda. She's a panda. Okay? They come in peace. Okay? For everybody who like toxic, this ain't gonna even work for you, dog. I'm sorry to tell you. But for everybody who is a fan of peace and like pure, genuine relationships where everybody doing their part, then hey, this may be just for you. All right, let's go ahead and let's wrap this up. All right, y'all, it doesn't end there. We got to break down some more elements of this dream. So we heading over to Patreon right now, and we're going to be breaking down some more of the features, okay? Now, make sure y'all come over there on Patreon anyway, you know what I mean? Because I be doing lessons with worksheets that you can print off, educationals, and of course, the extendeds to these vibes. I also got 2 digital prints that you can get right now if you head on over there. So, we be having the ball over there. We be doing our thing over on Patreon. So make sure y'all come join the community. And like I said earlier, subscribe to this channel, like this video, follow me on my other social medias, and I'll see y'all in the next one.